Okay, welcome to July 26th update, or July 27th, I'm sorry, 2017. So this update, we're going to take you through Terrace Drive. You can see they're installing the hardwoods, beautiful hardwoods we got out of Wisconsin, been curing and going down very nicely. Of course, you can see they're gluing it down. They're also stapling or nailing it down. So we get a really good fit without a squeaky floor. You scrape the floor first. I can't see the scraper in this video, but yeah, glue and shoot down. You can also see that all of these beautiful finishes, they floated out these incredible walls and ceilings to a high level so that we can put on what's called a Venetian troweled brio finish. So let's take you through a few more pictures. This is the master bedroom. You can see these guys working away. They also did the coves. We have the coves all laid out. Here you can see where we did a test piece. This is the acrylic, the exterior railing, which will go up. It's a 2x2 rail. This is just a sample, mind you, but that's kind of the spread we're looking at for maximum structural integrity, as well as to add to the look. We're giving it like this mining, mountain modern look. So you'll be able to see some of the bolts. You'll be able to see some of the iron, and then this gets poured in place concrete. You can see all the stone done. They put in the drainage for that patio there. You can see this is the prep on the angle iron, which is to hold all of our see-through or clear railing. There we did the wing for the stovepipe for our 60-inch Thermador range. Here, prep that drain. Here, more of the railing being prepped. We're on the back now doing the skirting, the stonework on the back of the property. Here you can see all of the reclaimed wood on site. Now, our investor Tom was a little concerned there wasn't enough getting done in the last month. So in the last month, we were just trying to wrap up drywall. We had hired a cousin of Tom's, Mike McDonald, had some issues with the install, but we got them clarified. So we've come back since then. We did all the sheetrock. As you can see here, you have Reglet that goes in for this flush jam system. So as you can see, full jam. A lot of builders, when they build out a door, they'll only have a partial jam. We have full jams, full stops, extended jams, and then of course the entire flush system. You can see all that goes in. So all the corners have been done, the float, and then you go through and you literally do down to the wire. So once you get all your corners in, then you float it out, and I'll show you the finish float. But all these doors were installed, everything by hand, of course, but all the corners done. You can see they were set up in the entrance, as well. You can see the lid here. This is in the entry. You can see the reclaimed wood that was installed on the entry cove, and then it has a double drop ceiling. You can see setting up there in the entrance was a little difficult. They got creative. Had to pull off all the treads, which were done last draw period, but a beautiful job. Really got up there, got all the corners in, floated, prepped, reclaimed wood there again. These guys going at it in the master. There's the master guest, which is finished. Here's the living room, dining room, kitchen. Then they did this retaining wall and the scissor stair on the south side, all blocked up, braced up, ready to go. Here's right before we roll out for our finish. This is the pantry, and then there's the finish. So a beautiful job. You can see they ran a lot of the hardwoods all the way down. There's a big run. It's a 100-foot run from front to back in the kitchen. And you can see here's the issues we had with Mike McDonald. One of them, one of the last ones here this week that we had was here in the dining and living room. We of course pulled it, fixed it. Stonework here. So we go through with a laser level, an 8-foot level, and of course a transit, and we shoot everything, make sure everything's correct before we button it up and walk away. Here you can see the string line confirming. We have a nice perfect straight run. We have a ledger board on the bottom confirming and making sure we have a nice flat straight run on the bottom. The iron stairs, which have been installed this last pay period, you have of course a nice top view there showing some of the bracing on that scissor stair. Again, with the railing, there's the prep. Here's the sample. This is what will go down. This is just an example to make sure we're doing everything the correct way, make sure we like what we saw, like the design, like the feature, and like the functionality and structure of it. Here you can looking down, actually that's a stovepipe we had to install. Mason's putting in the cap, have the cap going in. There's a picture of the drain. Here's some of the slabs. We have the slabs coming for the vanity. You can see me taking a picture there with my rep. But some beautiful slabs, your pure whites, just some great athos, which is my favorite. That's going to be the backsplash. We have a leathered finish on the pure whites there, an option we had for backsplash that we were looking at. Some beautiful stuff. This lights up when it's backlit, has a really nice look. There's what we chose, has a really nice look. It's a marble. So that went in, that's when we first installed. Finishing up, they finished up the entire front door entry except for the door. This is a temporary door. We have a pivot door, full glass going in, but we have all the redstone installed. Looks gorgeous for the monolithic tower. They also brought in about 20 loads of, there's me with my, sorry, that's my plumber, and he was figuring out how to bring over the gas line, which we already brought out of the home, but now need to run it. So we have a gas fire pit right above Juan and Jose there. So great work there. That's our master finisher. He has 4 guys that are incredible. They've been floating out and doing great things. That was one of the fixes from Michael McDonald, who was one of our last sheetrock finishers. We had to tear that out. Basically what had happened is he had too many shims, and they started to buckle and started to curve. You have to be real careful on how many shims you use. When you're doing a lid like this, for instance, you'll put a laser level, and then you'll measure down and confirm that you have a nice, flush, even ceiling all the way around. He'd not done that. He was just maybe using a 4-foot level. Just a couple tricks of the trade that you know once you're a master. Here's, this is Loya. Loya's doing a great job. Finished up this wing, all of this stonework, front stonework, second story stonework, all done this last draw period, including by the garage and the stair at the garage. He does a great job, though. He comes back and cleans all his stone after he's installed it and completed it. You can see him out there hanging out on the scaffolding. Here's the northern stair. So we built an iron stair, northern side. You can see it here with Jose, you know, built all the way up, and then the railing prep. So you have access on both sides. This is Juan and Jose before they're ready to tear out. You can see there, that's where a couple of areas. A small little area like this throws an entire ceiling out of whack. And you can see the shims there, just too many shims, threw the whole ceiling out of whack. You can't mud, you can't float over it. All this done, you know, you can see the finishes, the level 4 finishes, turning into level 5. You can see the in-floor drain getting ready to go in for the tile to be set. All these wardrobe lights, the low voltage lighting in your walk-in closets. A couple change orders there, but they're all in, plugged out, ready to go. Have an amazing designer on board who's doing the finished cabinet faces, veneers, etc. Really excited about working with Gregory. Well, we have been working with Gregory. There's the scissor stair. So that's where we're at. That pretty much takes us all the way through the last 2 weeks. Multiple stairways, finish work, probably 15,000 square feet or so of float and finish, level 4 going into level 5. There's the stair there, just a great shot. These are the bath vanities, everything that we put together, the bars, etc. And then, of course, getting ready, we had a bunch of 28 loads so far of topsoil and dirt to prep out and do this front yard. Just amazing. So, hope you've enjoyed this tour, Tom. It's pretty much for you, but all these doors, 23 doors, 15,000 square feet of finish work, probably $10,000 worth of stone work, landscaping, scissor stair prep, main stair, dogleg stair prep for concrete, all that. It's probably about $100,000 in total value over the last 4 weeks. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, and we'll see you on the next one.